Welcome to Algatech. Let me show you around. This is Algatech International, where innovation marries nature to create wonders. Algatech International was established in 2004 by our innovative founder, Dr. Paduka Said Isa Said Alwi. He embarked on a mission to find alternative feedstock for providing sustainable biomass. More than a decade later, Algatech is growing fast and rapidly expanding. Algatech International is a pioneer in algae technology industry. We specialize in research, development, and commercialization of microalgae, development of algae technologies, and production of high-value products from microalgae using algae integrated management system. Our mission is to provide solutions for food and energy sustainability through microalgae, to create high-value products based on microalgae, and to promote green technologies. Astaxanthin is a super antioxidant that is derived from Haematococcus pluvialis. Through our brand Premier, we promise to deliver sustainable and innovative solutions to enhance human life. This is our production facility. Over here we have our laboratories and our cultivation centers. Over here we have 3 laboratories: our preparation laboratory, our analytical laboratory, and the laboratory for research and development. This is our general storeroom where we keep all our materials, peripherals, and accessories. This is our research and development laboratory where we have a lot of development and research going on at every given time. Over here we have algae in form of banks. We keep all our microalgae just in case we need any one single strain at any time for commercialization. They have all been optimized with nutrient optimization as well, and acclimatization being done to them. And our equipment for analysis is in the next room. This is our analytical lab. Every single area in this facility that produces our cultures brings samples to this laboratory. So in every single day we have about 200 to 300 samples coming in and being processed by the analytical lab staff. This is Professor Dr. Rengasamy Ramasamy. He heads our analytical lab. He is our Chief Science Officer. And under him in his department, we have Kamen and we have Shani.
This is the algae species that we are cultivating here, our Haematococcus pluvialis. This is the early stage of the development and it is green color. And then when we are giving it stress, it started to produce the astaxanthin from within its body cell, and then it will start to become fully red. The red inside the cell is our product, astaxanthin.
This is our mother culture room. This is where we keep and maintain our algae cultures. To my left hand side is Mr. Nazri and Mr. Azri. They are in charge of the mother culture room. They will explain to you what happens in the mother culture room.
My name is Nazrin. Here is the mother culture room, the first stage of our cultivation in our production. In this stage, most of the cell is at the juvenile stage, where it can be stay here as long as up to 10 days. And after the 10 days, the culture here will be transferred to the second stage called the green stage. Welcome to the second stage of our cultivation. This is the second stage after we transfer the flowers from MCR to green stage. As you can see here, The bags here is the culture that is transforming the cell from juvenile to pamela. And after 14 days in this area, the culture will be collected and transferred to the red stage, the final stage.
This is our media mixing room. This is where we prepare all the foods and nutrients for the microalgae Haematococcus pluvialis. What you can see here is our mixing machine, which caters for the capabilities of our facility. So all our nutrients are being prepared here and distributed to the entire facility. This is our plastic bag room. This is where we make, fabricate, and customize all our plastic bag photobioreactors. Mr. Camaro is in charge of this room and will explain a bit what is going on.
Welcome to plastic room. I'm Camaro. I'm in charge here. We produce plastic for requirement each department in Algatech. We have produced with 3 types: fully automatic, semi-automatic, and manual.
Take a look at these rooms. 1, 2, and 3. These rooms are used to recycle all the water we use here. As much as 1.6 million liters that our facility can hold, we are able to capture and recycle the same water over and over again. This is our Alpha production facility. This facility houses our cultivation areas as well and our bioprocessing areas. This is Mrs. Komati. She is in charge of the production of Alpha facility. She's going to take you right in and show you around.
Please come here. Okay, this is the culture we are growing in the 10-liter flask form. Here normally the culture will be grown in the 7 to 10 days. After the full maturation, the culture will be transferred to green stage areas. This is one of the green stage cultivation rooms. Here you can see all the photobioreactor where we are growing the culture up to 60 liters. Normally the culture will be grown 10 to 15 days until reach full maturation. Once the maturation is reached, then the culture will be sent for reddening area to induce the stress factors. This is red stage area where we are growing the culture and exposed to different kind of stress, including the physical, chemical, and also light stress. After 15 to 20 days, the astaxanthin will be accumulated in every single cell. Then the culture will be accumulated, harvested, and accumulated to be sent for further processing in bioprocess areas.
Hello everyone, welcome to Red Stage. Here is the place that we make the algae angry, because previously at Green Stage, we are supplying all the nutrients, cold temperature, and make the algae very happy. But now here, we are making the algae very angry by not giving them any food, giving them a very high light intensity and very high temperature. Therefore, the HEMA can accumulate the compound that we interested, that is astaxanthin.
This is our downstream bioprocessing area. The first room to my left here is our post-harvest room. In this room, there are 2 things we want to do. Usually when we receive the harvested sludge from our rest stage, we bring the sludge in here and we dewater it first. Dewatering means that we need to take out any excess water. After the dewatering process is done, we crack the HEMA using this machine. After cracking the hammer, we transfer to the next room where we do our freeze drying. This is our cryogenic vacuum freeze dryer room. In here we have a freeze dryer that we use to dry our product. This is a cryogenic vacuum freeze dryer. This machine works on the principle of vacuum freeze drying. During the process, we load the product on the drying chamber, and then we bring the temperature of the product to sub-0 degrees, after which we add in sublimation and vacuum. At the end of the process, the dry powder is left in the drying chamber, and the water in the product is captured in the cold trap chamber. This is another cryogenic vacuum freeze dryer that we possess. It is a bigger ice capacity, able to process 350 kilograms of sludge at a single shot. Over there is a drying chamber. The drying chamber is capable of holding 80 trays at a single batch. These 80 trays translate into 350 kilograms of sludge, from which we can obtain up to 35 kilos to 50 kilos of product for every single batch. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to show you around Agritech International. Premier, our gift to the world.